Take 3, everybody.
Take 4. Hey, that's a good candy bar.
Oh. Yes, it is. All right, I think we're here, but YouTube is saying that it's going to crash again.
Huh. They must just be having some kind of server
There's
problems,
got to be a
honestly.
server problem. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all, if the stream crashes, I am so sorry again. YouTube is broken right now. And it's only letting me broadcast for like 5 minutes. And then it's canceling the stream. And it's not the Oklahoma internet for once.
That's shocking.
The exit, yeah, they just want your problem to go away, which is classic. Jason, no, 5 minutes is not called a quickie. 5 seconds is called a quickie. Trust me.
5 minutes, that's like normal time for you. That's a good run for you.
That is a good marathon for me. Why are you laughing, Mama?
Because it's true.
Sure is. Sathar laughed, though. At least y'all got a accurate, truthful comedy moment on this weird YouTube broken night. Eats says after 5 minutes he needs an oxygen tank. That's really good. Y'all, I'm worried that this is going to be it. Unless we just keep having to redo streams over 5 minutes. That's going to be so annoying. I'm so sorry. YouTube's broken tonight. It's got to not just be me.
If Eats is where his name says he is, then I can understand why he would need an oxygen tank.
And maybe a clothespin for your nose. Gav, good luck, man. Wish me luck that this is going to last longer than the next 30 seconds because I have a feeling we're about to crash. All right, we're going to try to record it for the 3rd time. If it crashes again, we are going to do the videos, Mama and I, just not live, and then we'll post them tomorrow. But, except we're going to post this one soon, so we'll see. I have no idea what's going on. YouTube is clearly broken and very confused. All right, Mama, we're going to try to record this. We started twice and then had to be abruptly stopped. I'm used to talking about that off the game. Here we go. Greetings, YouTube. My mom had triplets, and she once said take 3. And I normally pride myself on being eloquent enough, articulate enough, and most notably lazy enough to only do 1 take of videos. But this is the 3rd take that we've done live because YouTube is so broken right now with the live streaming at the time of recording this that after about 5 minutes, they just shut down the connection to the live stream. And I'm really paranoid. I'm like literally staring at the dropped frame time code of my YouTube OBS connection every single millisecond, waiting for it to happen. So get your comments in, get your likes in. It's all going to go away probably very soon. Mama's here, though.
Hello.
And Ryan Veda's here with 4 upside down smiles. Ryan, you're on the wall. You made it. Okay.
It's good to be on the wall.
It is definitely good to be on the wall. Is Inslane here? I think he might have profile pic dibs. Okay, so I did something really stupid today. I gave Kabam credit. What happens when you do that traditionally, Mama?
It, usually comes around to bite you in the you-know-where.
Yeah, and we had, during Valentine's Day sales, for Valiant players at least, a chance to acquire, though of course that chance is a rare one that did not come my way, the first ever 7-star Nexus. And we had people submit videos and photos with multiple. We had one guy get 2 7-star Nexus and 5 crystals.
Dang.
Super Cali, I'm thankful for the new Battlegrounds for update for Valiant, and think new Battlegrounds update for Paragon, which is not a new update at all, is the biggest slap in the face to a player base that they need to make happy. And one of the dumbest shots in your own foot I've ever seen a company make. It should be in public relations. There's just so many things Kabam has done that should be in public relations textbooks forever, what not to do when you're trying to keep your customer base happy. With that being said...
I don't understand why they keep dissing the Paragon player group, because it's probably their biggest player group.
It's got to be.
And
no questions.
Keep pissing us off. I mean, what is our honestly, what is our incentive to become Valiant if this is the way you're going to treat the biggest player group?
So, here's the problem. If you thought you were getting a 7-star Nexus Hero Crystal, which is what you see in front of you from the Superior Mythic Crystal that can only be obtained right now, Mama, it's happening again.
Oh, no.
Okay, and then it stopped. All right, y'all, I think you can still see me. This is one of the craziest video experiences of my YouTube career, and that is saying something after 6 years of this. So, Cascam, as we like to call them when they mistrust us, thank you, Stephen Burst. Cascam sent out a message to Valiant players when noon Central Standard Time hit on Wednesday, although now it's Thursday for most people, with a 7-star Nexus offer for 6,000 units. Now, I talked about how even though it was an exciting opportunity, if it was class-based especially, which we had never seen, that it still was not something that would automatically lead people to not feel regret. Even if it was a 7-star class-based Nexus, let's say you're going for OG Hulk.
Or Venom.
Or Venom. You have like a 30 to 35% chance to get him from the Nexus, which means if you only want that one champion, you're probably going to have instant buyer's remorse, which is also a side effect of this game. So we saw this 6-star Nexus Selector Bundle, and they used the same language for the 7-star Nexus Selector Bundle. The only thing that changed, obviously, is it went from a 6-star to a 7-star. Until Kabam decided, and I'm sure they've addressed this elsewhere, but not in the in-game message itself, to edit the title of the 7-star Nexus Crystal Bundle, which, when I looked at it, I thought, wait a minute, there are no Nexus symbols in this crystal. It's just the color of the class. That is not a Nexus crystal at all, and that's far worse of a deal, because the 7-star class-based Nexus crystal, which is better than the 7-star all classes in one Nexus crystal we just looked at the Valiant crystal, is something we haven't seen yet. So I thought Kabam was going to give players a chance to see a new crystal on a non-whale holiday, which they've never done. And still, they've never done. Because they edited it. I don't care if you went for someone like Hulk and you got Hulk. Or you went for someone like Venom and you got Venom. You still have a really good argument that this is not a crystal that you should have paid for. But the problem is, Kabam controls refunds. This is a unit offer that's not a cash offer. And Kabam doesn't like to give any refunds whatsoever. So if you spent cash to get the units, to get a crystal that wasn't actually the crystal that you were promised, you should be beyond furious. You should If this happened in any other situation, this is legal action. But knowing Kabam, they're just going to try to pretend like it didn't happen.
Oops, sorry about that.
Now, wow. So Earth 25 just stated something fascinating. Kabam thinks that they fixed all the edits. This is not labeled as a Nexus crystal either, even though it still has the title of 6-star Nexus Selector. And it's been, at the time of recording this, over 9 hours?
Mine says 6-star Class Hero Selector.
Okay, but they didn't fix it for Valiant players. It still says the wrong title. This is exactly what happened with the 7-star, only they only fixed the 7-star. Even though I could, in theory, I definitely won't purchase this with 2,000 units. That is false advertising That is not clickbait. That is not over-dramatization. So it turns out the economy of the game didn't change forever because Kabam accidentally lied to us about it changing forever. Or maybe it wasn't accidental. Who knows with this company? But what's really crazy is Paragon players can now see a corrected title of this, but Valiant players still see the error. And Nadnuck just donated $2 so that shady can be up there. And that's very shady. Although that's kind of an insult to the word shady or lamps in general. Maybe even tree trunks. They don't deserve to be brought in. Look, how many people work on these offers? We actually have no idea.
Well, at least some of them should be reprimanded because, good God.
This is blatant, false advertising at its finest. And on top of that, 6,000 units is almost $200 worth of units. It is a crazy amount of units to throw at something, thinking that you're going to get a 1 in 3-ish chance at a Hulk or a Shuri, Domino, you name it. And instead, you get essentially like a 5% chance? 10%
yep.
maybe? And I don't care what Kabam says on the forums. I have received no messages about this publicly in the game, which the forums, if I didn't have a channel with so many kind people to send me forum post links, I would never know that they existed. If you want to communicate with the game, it's got to be in this messaging place, not the forums. By the way,
Right.
it says a Kabam specialist, when they advertise on a thing, give you another thing, but keep your money. So
he's not wrong.
Kick Rocks, I feel like we need to end this video with what you sent me because it sounds like it ties into this. It's just so dumb. It's so easy to just fix it. Like, what? This is the biggest... You know what the title of this video should be? The biggest shady typo in Kabam history. All right.
Kabam marketing, what not to do. Or Kabam marketing for dummies.
Kabam Mike, in his official forum post stance, Kick Rocks, thank you for sending this over, says, "Hey all, we are aware of the issues with this offer and are taking it down until we can clarify the content." Which they didn't! It's still mislabeled for the 6-star. So the first sentence of this post is wrong. "These were not meant to be Nexus crystals. Nexus is still one of the words in the offer. 7-star Nexus crystals don't even exist." That's not even true either. I'm going back to before puberty. Kabam Mike's got me so worked up. We just looked at a crystal where 7-star Nexus can be purchased every day for Valiant players. It's a 0.5% chance, but it still exists. It doesn't even exist. It existed during Valentine's Day. This is not me trying to be overly dramatic. This is driving me crazy. Like, what world are they living in? This is not the world of this game. This is not... What is this? What? Okay.
Down, boy, down.
I can't stop. This is breaking my... I'm more worked up about this than the Kabam Mike post about nerfing Hercules, because at least that was still sort of a weird hypothetical worded as a fact. This is something in the game right now that's still mislabeled, and there's like multiple false statements in the statement trying to correct the other false statements. Hey, I know if you're trying to get sober, what you should do, drink this keg. We are measuring the impact of this issue. Measuring the impact? How many people bought it? Is that what that means? And we'll have further steps for you all after that is done. Bro, you just lied twice in this all-time hilariously awful post. What even is life right now? And then the second one was Kickrock saying, "I have the units," and I say no. Plus, Mike is a liar. There are 7-star Nexus in the game. We just looked at the post in the game. You have a chance of getting one in the Superior Mythic Crystals. I got one the other week. Yeah, Kickrocks, you did get one, and I didn't, and I'm very happy for you. This could be a 30-minute video, but we need to wrap this up. I'm speechless, which is ironic because I'm talking right now. But how do you think that you are putting out a fire by giving false statements. And remember, he's saying, we took away the offer until we can clarify the content, which means fix the typos.
Uh-huh.
When we go to
Which
the
is not
offer,
a hard thing to do.
I also hear that a lot. It still says in the special offer, 6-star Nexus Selector Bundle, and when you click on it, there's no Nexus. And we're going to end this video in case somebody started it halfway through. I don't know why you would, but maybe they did. Anytime you read Kabam Mike denied the existence of a 7-star Nexus like it's an 8-star Batman, remember this image. And this is why I never want to be part of a content creator program with Kabam, because I want to be able to make these videos with no fear of repercussions. Because Kabam, all time, messed up today. I was going to say something else that was not family friendly, and I had to stop myself. Read the words on the screen. 7-star Nexus Hero Crystal. 0.5%. They exist every day in this crystal for Valiant players. To say that they don't exist when this is the second time we've seen them, the first time being Valentine's Day whale offer week. I don't know what you want us to do with this. How are we supposed to feel about this? Hunter, I feel like at this point, this is an insult to the word gaslighting. Like, gaslighting, the phrase gaslighting, which is overly used in our culture, if we're being honest, that's an understatement for what this is. This is just stupidity mixed with ignorance.
True.
All right, if you're watching live, stay tuned. I'm going to go drink some water and, I don't know, maybe something stronger. Stephen Burris might have to hit you up. If not, thanks for watching.
Good night.
Y'all, that was not me acting emotional. I am ticked. And I what is wrong with these people?
Does Kabam Mike ever, first of all, does he ever go back and read what he's writing? Especially in his position, when he's addressing the players, all of the players. I mean, you write it, you go back, you read it, you tweak it, you write it, you have somebody else read it. I mean, it's not, I don't think that he does that. It's just common professionalism.
All right, this is going to be a long title, and I'm going to post that video after the stream. But right now the title is Kabam just threw gasoline on a fire, the worst PR post in MCOC history. And I stand by every one of those words. This is an insult to dumpster fires. Like, dumpster fires should be insulted by this. If I was grading this as a professor, the student would have to retake the course, only I wouldn't want to see the student again because it's Kabam Mike.
It's kind of like he talks in tongues.
Well, he doesn't have a venom.
I mean, internet phrases, right?
He doesn't have a venom tongue, I can guarantee you that.
Or he talks out of both sides of his mouth, but neither one of them makes sense.
That's because he's talking out of his other mouth.
Exactly.
No, I stand by that. Sit by it, actually. If this was any other field, that kind of mistake loses your job.
Yep.
And I'm not talking, that would make you lose your job if you're in a mom and pop restaurant, nevertheless a multi-million-dollar company.
Especially after all of the uproar that he caused with the Hercules Nerf bullshit.
Words, Mama.
Bull Pucky.
There we go. I did such a good job to still censor myself the entire time, and then Mama just went off. Golly. This is completely... the sad thing is, this is completely avoidable.
Uh-huh.
My dad used to have a phrase when a kid in the neighborhood would mess up. He'd say, "How's that foot feel?"
Yeah.
This is that. This is that. Okay, the exit. I am checking line. Although my emotions are still arguably out of line. Though they're justified. I'm not going to say that. Kabam Jax warned someone? Kabam Jax warned you? For stating that it was an error? Dude, the exit. What does this company have against you? They're like... they're targeting you on these posts. I'm not trying to laugh. That's...
I mean, honestly, you're just pointing out an error. Why? Oh my God.
Okay.
This is why I stay off the forums, because honestly, ignorance is bliss.
Wait a minute. The Bubba, are you serious? This just got even weirder. Are you sure? He's claiming that Epic Whale got a 7-star Nexus on video. Are you talking about with the offer or with the $5 crystal? Because that's a major difference in this conversation. We are all in an abusive relationship. I shouldn't laugh, but that's all about all you can do at this point. All right, let's open some crystals. I've got a headache from this, like a legit headache. What's up, Linus Blanket? Greetings, YouTube. I still have a headache right now. And Slane, what profile pic do you want, or do you want to keep Cosmic Ghost Rider? I'm trying to be positive. I know every time I call out Kabam for shadiness, and you know what? We're taking off the eyeglasses. We're putting on the sunglasses. I know it's at night.
There you go.
I know it's indoors.
Getting down to business.
When you're this shady, you gotta hide your eyes. Steven, I have noticed that the AI can parry heavies now. It's super fun. Just totally why we play the game. Okay, so if I'm trying to be positive, and I know the keyword is try, and for Valiant players, this is just a ridiculous advantage. Mama, have you looked at what Valiant players get from these new Magic Heist? Technically, they're called Inferno Nexus, and the Nexus in this point actually is a Nexus, I think. We'll see it in just a moment. I haven't opened one of these before. Have you seen what Valiant players get?
No.
So Paragon players get Tier 2 Alpha, Tier 5 Basic, a small chance for whatever, some percent of Tier 3 Alpha, Tier 6 Basic, Tier 5 Class Catalyst, and 6-star shards. There are no 7-star shards in this Paragon. Oh, and also 6-star 6 stones, and like, where are the 7-star shards for Paragon players? This feels like it should be, no offense to Thronebreakers, a Thronebreaker crystal. Paragon players are missing like a really important crystal. Compare that to the Valiant crystal, the golden stepchildren of Kabam, where I feel extremely guilty why I'm flying first class in this game with below average skills, while there are so many of the best players in the game unable to get to Valiant yet, and they're being treated like third-class citizens. They're not even in coach. They're getting kicked off the plane with no parachute. Tier 3 Alpha, Tier 6 Class Catalyst Fragments, Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragments, I don't know about that. Tier 6 Basic, 7-star shards, imagine that, and then 6-star 6 stones, and 6-stone crystals. I mean, we're going to see how this is. And we're going to... By the way, Kabam has finally fixed the bug in these where you can accidentally choose a different progression level. So that's good. Alright, we have ourselves our first chance. We're also going to use this opportunity because I just keep forgetting to open it. And I thought, if we're opening up a Nexus, we should open a Nexus. So, Mama, we're going to get our 6-star Nexus on. I am still so worked up about that offer mistake forum post that I don't know. I'm not gonna think. I'm gonna go to bed thinking about this, and it's still gonna make me angry because there's no excuse to make a middle school mistake from $1 million company. Zero excuse. And also in Slain, once the photon profile pic, I love it. The eyes can see the moistness. Photon, supercharged up. Oh yeah. By the way, Mama, how's the weather today in Chicago? Is it crazy cold compared to it?
Cold and windy. It dropped to 50-degree difference from tomorrow or yesterday.
From Monday here, it dropped to a 75-degree difference.
That's insane.
And in Slain. All right, in the Nexus to start this off. Ooh, two of the best champs in the game, not just science champs, next to one another. You know what? We're going Scorpion. That's a really cool Nexus. That's from the Paragon Gauntlet, in case you're wondering. Oh. All right.
Yep, I still couldn't get Scorpion out of the Paragon Gauntlet Nexus.
Oh, that's right. I just got who you wanted. I'm sorry. That's
Thanks for that.
Yeah, that's just rubbing salt in the wound. Why are you laughing, Mama?
I mean, it might be true.
It's definitely true. All right, tell me when to release, Mama. It's hump day after all. Yes. Maybe?
No.
Okay, here we go. Are you excited about the new arena? King Ron, I'll do a video on this tomorrow. I'm not. Oh, what is this BS? So, it's a Nexus, but in like other Nexus, like for instance the Rift Nexus, gives you 3 different or 4 different or maybe more than that options. I thought this would be 3 different spaces. One would be a tier 5 class catalyst, another would be a tier 6, maybe some 6 stones. It just gives you 3 of the same thing, 3 different classes, but what a ripoff. Man, this is the one thing in the crystal I didn't want. These shades need to be double polarized for how much...
You need the blue blockers and everything.
I've got blue other things. And it is blocking things. I guess the cool thing is it looks like it's a fully formed tier 5 class cast, but I don't need these. I don't want them to be in a Valiant crystal, considering all the other cool stuff that was in there. Golly. We all got punked in this.
Is today April Fool's Day?
Yes, it must be.
It's gotta be.
Kick rocks, I feel that. Look, if you're watching live, stay tuned. We can't end on this. If not, I don't know what I'm going to call this. Because BS is too kind. You say it, Mama?
Good night.
There it is. What is this world? What is going on tonight?
Hey, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Did you, at some point in this game, and now I don't know if this is just me not understanding something.
Yes.
Did you get a bunch of your shields or keys back today?
I don't. Maybe I don't think so. Let me see.
Because I had
Nope.
a bunch of shields to claim, and I went in and I did the new rift that came out today, used my shield, went back to try and go do the other ones, and they're gone again.
No.
Yeah, I claimed them, didn't go in and do any of the ones where you chance it, and then thinking, because somebody had said if you chance it, then you're using one of your shields, which I'm like, that's not right, because you're not unlocking that path. But I did one chance it, and then I went back in and did unlocked a path with my shield.
Okay.
Went back into last week and tried to do last week, and they were all locked and all the shields were gone.
And I'm guessing that's still where your account is right now as we speak?
That is correct.
Wow. Great.
It's a banner day for Kabam.
Yeah. Remember when I visited you and recorded in the Chicago airport when the game was down for like 2 days in a row?
Yeah.
This is the most since then. All right, this will be the last thing we do, and I'm going to take some aspirin and maybe go into a coma. Here we go. Greetings, YouTube. You missed a lot, the exit. This is... Mama Bear called it a banner day, which is a nice way to say an S show. And the S can be interpreted. The game is very stressful at times when things are working. And we know that not everything's working, but, most of things working. We talked about on this channel this week, and I probably should do a longer video on it, how the AI can now parry heavies.
Well, we still can't get correct parries.
Shout out to Danger Darren's band name Miss Perry. Pretty good name for a band name, I think. And then on top of this, for those of you who are kind enough to watch this live, I had to do 3 different broadcasts to have YouTube not shut me down after 5 minutes. It's like YouTube and Kabam are in cahoots tonight. But I'm the sucker because my goal is at least to open 1 stamp card for Daily Valiant crystals in the next week. And so I bought the Daily Valiant offer, which is this crystal opening right now. And then the Kabam rewarded me by doing some of the worst public relations moves in the history of anything. So, Damage Incorporated, by the way, said I'm still missing half my rewards from the Valentine's Day login. His rewards started on day 5.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it looks like your Valentine's rewards didn't have a heart. Alright, so this is still a really good $5 offer. Good night, Storm. We have like 60 people watching this, but that's crazy. Please hit the like button if you're watching this live. We've maybe gotten to 50 likes if you combine all the likes of all the streams. Oh, man. Alright, we're going to open the Spirit Mythic Crystal last. If a 7-star Nexus pops up, I'm going to laugh so hard I'm going to fall to this chair because from now on, anytime we see a 7-star Nexus, everybody needs to yell.
Those don't exist.
Fake news! It's a unicorn! According to Kabam Mike, this doesn't exist. We're all inventing it because we somehow visually have the ability to shapeshift visuals right in front of us in real time. All right, Mama. How many times are you backing out?
No.
0?
You're going straight in.
All right, we're straight in. You want me to tap it?
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Haven't got a 7-star Paragon from a Paragon Crystal all year, and still haven't. And you know what? We talked about how the shadiness of today was just getting fisted in the face. Well, now I've gotten iron fisted in the balls.
Oh, God.
Bad visual. Hump day visual. That was... Whew, that summed up today. These shades are... Well... Not able to handle the UV rays. Ultravioleted rays. That's what we have. We have to wear our sunglasses because we've been ultraviolated today by Kabam. UV rays. Alright. Maybe, just maybe, if we get a 7-star Nexus from this, I'm going to laugh so hard that my voice is going to be sore the rest of the week, and I don't even care. Give me a number that's higher than 0, Mama.
3.
Alright. Now, although I love my man Kick Rocks like the 3rd brother I never had, and he's being optimistic about getting a 7-star here. We really don't deserve a 7-star because we already got one in the first ever crystal, a 7-star Sunspot. But just to remind people, Kabam Mike said on the forums, this is not me delivering fake news. This is not me being overly emotional. This is me just taking his words in context, that 7-star Nexus crystals don't exist.
Was that Kabam Jax or Kabam Mike?
That was Kabam Mike.
Oh.
The 7-star Nexus Hero Crystal, which you can get this once a day for Valiant on the Kabam website, 0.5% chance. Apparently, all those words, we're just hallucinating them. All right, Mama, tell me when to release.
No.
For the record, I have also never seen a 7-star Nexus, even in the real when it slows down. I did see it there. It's the purple crystal. If you see it, shake your head, because it doesn't exist. It's all a figment of your imagination. We're all just clearly dreaming together right now in the most impressively complicated dream of all time.
When you see it and you know it, clap your hands.
Too bad Israel's never had a reason to clap her hands.
You're a 4 and you know it, but you really don't like to show it.
Because when you're a 4, there's nothing to show. Alright, show us that purple crystal that doesn't allegedly exist. I mean, we'll take that.
Oh my god, I'm all choked up.
Also not a phrase that I know. Alright, well, we got a 6-star. I guess that's something. Oh, and then the ISO disappeared. Well, we'll take it. Blackbeard, this really is the Matrix. Guess what, everybody? 7-star Nexus crystals really do exist. Imagine that. This is... I don't even know how to finish. This is the weirdest experience of my life for YouTube and Kabam and everything else. But thank you to everybody who stayed by multiple live streams to deal with my still very emotional anger regarding some failure in public relations. Have a good night, everybody. If you want to see that rant of me discovering the Kabam mic all-time gaslighting typos, it's about to go live on the channel. If not, thanks for watching.
Good.